hear, feel, think.
Or something like that, I don't know. Hello world and welcome to mine, and the BGM turned off for some reason. What? Alright, I fixed it, I think. So, great start, great start. So, today, I'm gonna be visiting a game that is pretty much on the opposite side of the spectrum from what I tried last time and failed to actually show because Dead Space kind of broke on me. I wasn't aware quite how unstable the port was, but now I do know. And I'm gonna wait to play it until they get a fix or the new release or something. Whichever happens first, really. So, with that said, where's the button? Where's the button? Where's it? Get Bubba. No, I'm not gone. We just started Phantom. We just started Phantom. We can't say that just yet. So there's the button. There's the button to turn on the actual game. So I'm not sure quite how popular this game is amidst the VTubing community. But what I do know is that I really like it, so I'm gonna play it. Let me just scoot on down here. A little bit further. A little bit further. There we go. So, are you ready for the most action-packed experience ever, where I play the easiest content in the game? Hey, Oteki cute. Thank you, Phantom. I'm never gonna get used to that word. I'm not used to that word, and I will not be used to it for a very long time yet. Thank you for helping me practice feeling weird because people are calling me a word that I'm not used to. I hear it's pretty nice for 5 VTubers play. Gee, thanks for making me feel original, Phantom. So here's a more important question though. Once this loads, I'm gonna ask. I know you say 4 or 5 VTubers play this game, but do 4 or 5 VTubers have this sword? I don't even know if anyone seeing this is actually going to understand the significance of this sword, but it took a long time for me to get, so I'm gonna show it off. I remember the other day I was asked, I was talking about the stuff I had in the game, and somebody asked me, do you have one of the Uwu weapons? No, I don't have one of the Uwu weapons, but I have one of the Alexander Ultimate weapons. So you know what, I think that's close enough. That's rad. It better be rad because it took me a very long time to get it, and to this day I debate whether that time was worth spending. This was before this whole Suzume thing, and back when I Well, whatever the case. Today I just figured I'd bring y'all along, run some dungeons. It's been a while since I played this game, and I kind of want to get back into the swing of things, so to speak. Because Endwalker's coming up in November, and I am very much out of practice. What's a good way to leveling? Level 80 roulette. That looks. Oh. Instant Q because I'm a tank. I forgot how privileged I was to play a tank. That said, I am gonna be kind of straying away from Gunbreaker to play as Reaper when the expansion comes out, so that's gonna be fun. Suzume Keiteki. Yeah, this Oh. Oh! It's been months since I've heard this song. A new contender. Come ride, heroes ride. Something away with the tide. So for anyone who's not familiar with this game is probably going to be slightly confused why this much of a bop is playing in just a normal dungeon. Forgot this game had some unexpectedly rad tunes. Yeah, it's pretty much one of the selling points now that the soundtrack is so stupendously disconnected from the rest of the game. Like, hey, we heard you like some sweeping orchestra with your fantasy games. Too bad. You get industrial rap rock while you're fighting Sephiroth. and disco, I think it was, when you're fighting, what was her name? Sri Lakshmi? Design a song ourselves will sing tomorrow. I don't even remember the words. Or most. I remember some of them, but I don't remember all of them. And I wish I remembered more because this song is a banger. Also, don't mind the giant robot minotaur. That's not important, I swear. Sorry, it's not a giant minotaur, it's a servo-mechanical minotaur. Very important distinction. Though there is one fear of mine with this game, and that is running out of things to say when I'm in the midst of a dungeon I know like the back of my hand. And that anyone else who's played this game probably also knows just as well because it's been out for more than 2 days. Which is partly why I don't intend to play it very much until Endwalker comes out. Spotify keeps creeping Final Fantasy XIV into my recommendations and I love it. I love it too because it has good taste. Your Spotify knows what's up, Phantom. Time tonight and first boss time. Final Fantasy XIII reskins, let's go! I haven't really played or seen much of Final Fantasy XIII, but I have seen enough to know that this enemy type is just ripped straight out of it. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's what this guy does! Wait, hold on. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Oh, I really shouldn't do that, but I kind of want to do that. Oh, Gurium, I'm overgeared, boy, that barely hurts anymore. Why are you like this? It's like that one parody show said, why would you just stand and fire? Okay, but why is this music so rad? Because Soken is ridiculous. And honestly, so is everyone on their team that they have basically on remix duty to take the most significant tracks from their game and make remixes of it for like Dissidia and for like the special albums, and then they go back and say, you know what, let's put this in the game too, because why not? Oh, I'm wondering, Phantom, it seems like you've played this game before. Have you done the Alexander raids? Have you done the thing with all the robots? Because I have, and that's probably some of my favorite parts of the soundtrack, just in those 12 instances alone. Oh, you actually haven't played it? Or just haven't played the Alexander raids? Well, whatever the case, it's probably going to be a little bit confusing when you get to the end of this dungeon and some things happen. But I finally have enough space on my PC to download it? Yeah! I gotta take you through the Alexander raids when you get to level 60. Because it is an experience, and I would like to be there to see it. Because I love seeing people like go through that game. There's this guy who played a lot of World of Warcraft, and he's recently started playing Final Fantasy XIV, and I've like been seeing the record of him going through the game, and like seeing how it differs from the one he's used to, and I'm about to die. Don't mind me just popping that. But it's been a very cool thing just seeing someone go through the game with fresh eyes and make their own opinions on it instead of saying, oh, it's a weeb game, so I'm not gonna play it. Go play what? I don't know many MMOs, so I'm trying to come up with an example, but I can't come up with one. All I know is Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft. Guardian 7, away with the tide. The stormheads gather, come ride, heroes ride. A falling inward, away with the tide. Do 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 do. Track change. Honestly, I just like having to choose to play this game again. Because I've just kind of been sitting here in the background, having finished all that I want to do with raids, and been waiting for Endwalker. And just like, I'm not the sort of person who has much interest in like gathering or PvP. Benno's gonna be doing PvP. but it's not really my thing. So as someone who's not going to be doing like the gathering and PvP, I've kind of done everything I want to do. So we got Endwalker coming soon. Pandemonium's going to be releasing with it when the raids start, and that's going to be fun. If I can get a team together to run Pandemonium on stream, then you can bet I'm going to be doing the whole thing. And that is a promise. Hello, Ken. I will admit it's a bit strange going back to these bosses I haven't fought in a while and still finding I've got all the mechanics still hardwired into my mind brain. I expected I'd be forgetting things, but nope, it's exactly as I remember them. Probably because I played them so much back when I needed tombstones. Boop. Although I will admit, I'm still not quite sure what these things are supposed to be. Like, I get the sort of the general idea on that. Oh, it's things made by the tower, but I have no idea what purpose they serve. Like, I am totally clueless as to what the maximizations are meant to represent. It has been a blind spot in the lore for me for a long while yet. Time for the most uncomfortable part of the raid, pulling 3 of these things at once. Boy, oh boy. Almost. Once we break these things, we get to my favorite part of this dungeon by far. Even more so than the base theme, A Long Fall. Just this entire next segment is my favorite. Come on. Piece of reason. Sheep in a peaceless season. We... waking the beast who's sleeping. Ken in chat. It's just the colon O face. Also, this is basically like a rock version of the first fantasy theme, isn't it? Like what? I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, you thought the music was already lit. You didn't see the tycoon. Y'all want to know what kind of music I like? I like Final Fantasy soundtrack music. He stepped into the laser. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. He doesn't know what they do. I'm remembering just the sheer confusion that occurred the first time I ran this. No, everyone there was too busy hyping over Alexander to really process what was going on. I can only hope that one day we get a hard mode version of this, purely so we can see what else they managed to do with this weird pocket of lore they've created. Where they can just pull Alexander Prime out of nowhere and say, here, fight him with a remix cover of Locust in the background. Oh, in the chat, Ken is just panicking, like, I don't know what's happening. D colon. Uppercase D colon. I am unsafe. There we go. Yeah, also, I feel a slight bit of regret in that I turned the cutscenes off. Or, I neglected to turn the cutscenes back on when I came back into this game. Which is unfortunate, because the cutscenes are really cool. And Ken is dead. Alright. Hooray! We shot the robot. We stabbed until it was dead. GG, my dudes. Also, let me just, where's the thing? Skip playback of previously viewed scenario cutscenes. There we go. Fixed it. I fixed it. Hey, I got a commendation! Hooray! That's nice. So, I think I wanna do a raid. But I'm not sure what kind of raid I wanna do. Not that one. Should I... I think I'll do... no, not that one. Maybe... I wonder if I can get into a Paradigm's Breach run. 22 minutes. Didn't want to get sucked in. You're welcome. Congratulations. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the game that has forced me to suffer for just years on end trying to raid on perhaps one of the least raiding accustomed data centers. I don't remember which data center it's called because I don't think about the data centers much, but this one doesn't have much of a raiding community. And I've been thinking of moving to literally anywhere else. And wow, okay, the Alliance raids are not doing very well for queues, are they? Oh, that's right, because you need just so many players for it, because it's a 24-man raid. Which is unfortunate, because the Alliance raids are some of the coolest stuff in the game now. I used to despise them back in Heavensward, but now they got a bit more appeal. I don't want to wait 25 minutes for an Alliance raid. I really don't. I'll find another. Ooh, actually, can I get into a trial? All my more recent raiding has been done on Monk, so I don't have the item. I don't have the same items on the tank class. That looks like fun. Actually, better idea. I'll do a roulette for trials. Ooh, there's one for normal raids? I forgot there was a roulette for normal raids. Oh, that makes things so much easier. Yeah, Phantom, I'm gonna say welcome. Excuse me, yawning. I didn't get the sleep I wanted to, even with the time I had. I was a bit too excited / nervous because streams exist. But on the bright side, I'm playing a video game now, and that makes everything better. That makes everything better. But I'm going to bid the official welcome to Eorzea. Yo! We just fought Alexander Prime and now we're going back to Fist of the Father. I did not expect this. It was like the very first Alexander raid. Let's go, boys! Oh no, everyone's done it before. We're all in here for the roulette. I went the wrong way. Yep. Oh, back in the day when this was hard. I just had to beat the Square Enix login system, the bane of my existence. I believe in you, Phantom. You can do it. Oh, I forgot to turn my tank stance on. Whoops. Oh well. Oppressor time. Shaping the peaceless season, reason to keep believing, waking the beast to sleeping. Oh, they just pulled immediately. Alright. And it's already at 60%. No! Oh, this boss is so easy now. I remember back in the day when this was a threat. Neither do I, because it's been so long. It's so easy! We're so overgeared! No amount of level syncing can save this raid now. Kaboom? Oh, it didn't explode. Oh well. Such an absolute bang. Yeah, it's unfortunate because we don't get to hear it. Yeah, Phantom, if you think Locust is a good song, you're gonna have a whole lot of fun when you get to the later stages of that the Alexander raids. There is so much good stuff in there. Now then, will I have the same luck with Alliance raids? Of course not. It'll still be like a 10-minute wait. So few people doing Alliance raids. It really is a shame. No, but people are doing trials. They are doing trials. So you know what? I'll take what I can get. Mug-a-mug! Let's go, boys! Hope y'all like Tim Burton references, because this song is literally just... This song is oh, he stunned me. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, this song is literally just This Is Halloween, but with Moogles. And then it gets faster whenever you kill one. Alright in the bum, Kupo. Wait, we're doing this now? I never realized he said that. That's wonderful. I love that. Oh, give me more stupid mid-fight dialogue like that. I just love that these Muggles all talk like sailors. It's so fast! Oh. Here it is. Hail to the Koopa. Koopa! 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 Oh, I love this game. Oh, no one's pulling the ads away. Oh no. I think we're about to die. Oh, he's got some major defense buffs. Hit him! The king is loose! I underestimated him! It's all chaos! Oh, we're doomed. Alright, so, new plan. I'll stab Caesar Mog. And Stare, can you take the ads literally anywhere else? Please. And someone's disconnecting. Even better. Just rush the boss, I think. I think we have enough DPS. No, we do not, as demonstrated. I think we have enough DPS, he says. Thus forming the basis for the plan we just tried. I hope my chanting of Kupo didn't weird anyone out. Because in retrospect, I feel like it might have been slightly weird. It's okay, Zenny, I forgive you. I'm just fighting some Muggles. As for the relevance of this, it was weird, but that's part of what made it great. Thank you. Yeah, Zenny, you missed the part where I was cheering Kupo along with the music, so you know what? I guess I'm gonna have to do it again, aren't I? Kupo! 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 Come along and meet us, trusty Kupo! Yes, I have to, Zenny. It is a mandatory part of the Good King Magomag experience. Please move Shahi Song. Please, he keeps buffing the boss. I am in pain. Oh no. He keeps giving him damage up. Here. Oh my god, Good King Mog. Good King Magomag, Good King Mog, what do you decree? What do you decree? What do you decree? Off their heads! And like that, the Good King is dead. It's too Kupo. No, it's not a Pokemon game, Zenny. This is Final Fantasy XIV. It's a game where you totally fight intimidating fantasy enemies. This boss is an outlier, I swear. Oh my god, they're just Moogle faces. They're just Moogle faces. Oh, I want it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Congrats, Suzu, you killed a Moogle. Yes, I shanked him behind the Denny's. I shanked Good King Magomag the 12th behind the Denny's because he wouldn't pay for the triple stack he got when we were on a date. That's gonna be the lore of how that encounter went down now. That is now canon. Now then, am I just gonna go for just a normal roulette? Maybe. I need a healing class. What's a good healing class? White Mage, Scholar perhaps. I'm not good with Scholar anymore, but... Oh, I don't even have the summon thing on my hotbar anymore. It's been so long! Oh, where's the summon button? Summon Eos! There we go. Hello, Eos! Oh, now they need a tank. Okay, never mind. I guess it's tanking time. I think this man wants attention. And I don't think he's going to get... Yes, this game is online. It is a multiplayer game where you join up with other players to stab things as friends. So all these people standing around here doing nothing, those are players likely chatting or in the middle of a trade or waiting on a dungeon queue or something. And go out in the world, you can just find people running around doing quests. It's like World of Warcraft, but better. And not run by Blizzard, so better. I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk trash on World of Warcraft. It's a good game, it's just kind of killing itself at the moment. But that's a long story I'm not going to get into because I'm not really that qualified to talk about it in detail. Yes, these are all real people. Not the people behind the desks, those are NPCs, but all the people just around in the middle of nowhere, they're real people. It's like, as I load into this area here, I'm going to be in a group with 3 other people that I've probably never met before. I think it's okay to talk trash on WoW these days. Perhaps, but I mean, there's still some people who really care about the game and want to see it get better, and truth be told, I kind of want to see it get better too. Can I kill them? There are player versus player modes in this game, but randomly out in the world, no, you can't attack other people. You can attack NPCs alongside other people, but you can't just go and stab another player. Which, I mean, some people would say is unfortunate, but I mean, World of Warcraft is a player versus player game. This game is more of a cooperative experience. But if you do want PvP, there are some pretty neat PvP modes. So it's not like you're deprived of the experience. It's just that very few people play the PvP modes. Though if you are dedicated to PvP, there are some really cool rewards you can get, like unique armors that only show up for PvP players. There's like a leaderboard, and if you get high enough on it during certain spans of time, you get like super exclusive equipment. It's not like, oh, you can't play the game without this, or you're missing out forever. It's like, nah, it's just purely aesthetic. How's the fashions options, Texie? How's the fashion options, Techie? I want to look cute, says Phantom, and I die. I looked away to read chat and didn't realize how low my health was. Oh no. Right, so, to answer your question, there is an obscene degree of fashion in this game, to the point where in one of the areas that's like dedicated to minigames and grinding, there is actually an occasional minigame that pops up where the gimmick is that it's like a fashion competition. And there are so many different things. I'ma eat. Only if you let me have some, Zenny. Like, for instance, right now, I'm dressed as this cool looking knight dude. But if you want, you can dress in like some super casual clothes. You can dress in like some weird like gladiatorial stuff. You can dress in a bikini for all people care. If you really want, you can go out of your way to craft the super rare and expensive items that make you look like some loser douchebag from Watch Dogs. yes, those are actually items in this game. They're not actually a reference to the game, but they look enough like it because they look like the usual hipster trash. I keep the stickers on my snapbacks because I'm unique. I will say, even if, is this game pay to win? No. World of Warcraft, alright, this is the one thing where I will happily talk the most rancid shit possible on World of Warcraft. And, World of Warcraft has this system called WoW tokens. And the way that works is that you pay actual money, like literal real money, to get large quantities of gold or other such things, and you can use that gold in game to pay for services from other players, like say, oh, I don't know, bot clears of really difficult raid encounters. And because that gold now has a cash value endorsed by the company that makes the game, there is now a cash value of that money. So basically, you can pay real money for just people to clear the game for you in World of Warcraft. And now you may be thinking, those of you who are familiar with MMOs, like, oh, people do that anyway. Under normal circumstances, that's a bannable offense. And if you get found out, you get banned from the game. In World of Warcraft, because WoW tokens are a thing, you can effectively money launder your bot clears. Thankfully, that is not a thing in Final Fantasy XIV. Everything on like the cash shop is like very obviously bought from the cash shop items. Like none of it is gonna help you beat the game. None of it is going to like get you through any raids, and none of it is going to get you much gil beyond, oh, I bought a level skip because I've already played this game on another file and it gets me some like minimum gold so I can afford to get around with the like the teleportation costs. Where's the fun in that? Yeah, that's what I've been wanting for a very long time, and it's what a lot of players in World of Warcraft have been wondering as their game slips further and further down the gutter, because their devs now are more concerned with just. I'm sorry, if I talk more about World of Warcraft, it's gonna make me mad, because the very little that I know about it is all bad now, because nobody's talking good things about World of Warcraft anymore, and it makes me sad because that game had so much potential. And in many cases reached that potential, and then didn't. But yeah, TLDR, no, Final Fantasy XIV is not pay to win. The most you're gonna get of real monetary value is like just the game. And like, yeah, there are still gonna be players who try to sell bot clears and pilot clears, but it is nowhere near as prevalent, which I am thankful for. And I'm also particularly happy with it because the content that you would be paying to clear, that being like ultimates and such, it is significantly riskier, because like this game is so much harder to crack. Release your anger, Suzu. I have already released enough anger for now. I will save it for another time, because I've got more Dark Souls to play. But this game is a lot harder to crack than World of Warcraft because it's so much newer, and also because it's a lot better managed. And so bot clears aren't really a thing to nearly the same extent. Most you've got bots for is like for people who just don't feel like doing gathering stuff, gathering grinding, crafting gathering. And so you get bots on there sometimes. And you got like, of course, the RMT bots in the main cities that'll just they'll just stand by the hub areas and spam their ads. But one, companies cracking down on that all the time, and two, it's nowhere near as common or as endorsed as in World of Warcraft. Again, talking about World of Warcraft. Ugh. And so, as a result, you get a much more healthy and much more lively game. Also, are you ready for the most threatening boss in the game? He's so quirky, says Akos. Say hello to the amphibious Talos, and by amphibious it just means he's got buckets. I still love this. I will never not love the fact that this boss exists. He punches you with buckets. And then he has bucket cannons, because you know what? Why not? Why wouldn't he have bucket cannons? Can you exchange items with other players? Yes. Yes, you can exchange items with other players, and there like is an in-game market. But like I said, because RMT is so much harder to pull off and better managed and more easily banned for, and also not endorsed by the company that makes it, it's not like you get people paying 20 bucks for a sword. So yeah, like if you want, you can be like you can be an item tycoon, going around like grinding to craft some really powerful or cool-looking items and sell those on an in-game market to get a whole bunch of gil, but you won't make any actual money out of it because this game isn't stupid. Or at least, not stupid in that way. It is stupid in many ways, as demonstrated by the boss in front of me. So when I'm fighting this thing and I say this game isn't stupid, maybe I'm not being entirely honest. I just love that we get this super pumped J-Rock going as we're fighting a bucket robot. Like I said, I will never not love this boss. Also, in case any of you recognize that as a Gurren Lagann reference, yes, that is a Gurren Lagann reference. In case you had any doubt. Can other players that are not in your party steal your kills? In a dungeon, no, because dungeons are all instanced. In the real world, yes, another player can come along and steal your kill, but instead of stealing your experience, instead of stealing your stuff, they will get diminished rewards instead. So like if you're out in the world with like a party of, with like a dedicated group of 30 people in like an alliance going on, and you're going around to fight some like elite enemies that you're finding in the wild, if you're going along and then suddenly this super high level person comes along and snipes what you've been fighting for the past 5 minutes, instead of like you suddenly getting half rewards, they will get next to nothing. Yeah, so you don't really get kill theft like that in this game. It's not really much of a thing. Though I assure you there will still be like very dedicated hunt players that will still complain about it, even though it does not actually affect them. Because people will complain about anything. That's a good way of handling that. Oh, so rewards are based on contribution. Yeah, if you're like fighting like a world boss or an elite mark or something in the overworld, and you show up late, basically the contribution based rewards are kind of like if you show up like at the last second and one shot something, you're gonna get very little. If you're there for like half or a quarter of the fight and actually contribute by like fighting the boss properly, resolving mechanics, or healing people, like those sorts of things, then your contribution level goes up. It's an invisible value, but it is there. So the game has its own like invisible ways of measuring whether you're actually participating in a battle, and it uses that to determine whether like what rewards you actually get from that boss. In dungeons, though, it's just like, hey, it's the normal, like, hey, the boss dropped stuff, roll for it. If you're the same class that item applies to, you can roll need and get a higher priority. And then there's this thing. Yeah, long story short, this thing exists. Don't worry about it. Here proud angels bathe in their wages of blood. And this... I was out of range for the thing! The road that we walk is lost in the flood. Here proud angels bathe in their wages of blood. At this, the world's end, do we cast off tomorrow? Do, 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 do. Yeah, Shadowbringers introduced some very strange enemy designs. I'm pretty sure there's an SCP file on this thing now. Actually, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm just gonna let this thing hit me. And I'm gonna see how many of those vulnerability stacks I can get before I die. I got 5 now. When do you think VR technology like Sword Art Online will become a reality? I think because of the well-established ethical implications of full dive technology, I don't really think Sword Art Online level of virtual reality will ever be a thing before people outlaw it. I think the moment we get anywhere close to full dive, it's gonna get outlawed hard. Like, the safety concerns... Reiki Kawahara will gladly ignore the safety concerns, but I don't think the FTC would. As much flack as they rightly get for ignoring stuff, or like not having the proper power to deal with something, they don't have that much... They aren't that blind. They would not let Sword Online happen. Like, they would... It would violate something. Also, we're a long while away from mapping out the brain to the degree that we would need for that to actually happen. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who's ever pulled that off. That kind of mapping. Wait, what the? Possessed of us has a superior sense of balance? I have no idea what that is. Oh, it's an armadillo! I didn't see the first word. I just saw bowler and I was like, what is that? I should have slept more. I'd hate to be killed by some plain-looking harem protagonist in a VR game. Nah. Then you could just get all dramatic about it, when they stab you, just like pat him on the back and say, "Enjoy this while it lasts. It's the deepest you'll ever be in a woman." I always liked that line. Maybe the war of the future would happen in VR instead of killing people. That'd be very convenient. But as cool as that would be, I unfortunately don't think it's that practical. It's like, if people want to kill each other, they're gonna kill each other. Like, maybe between the most civilized nations possible, you could manage to make that happen, but between like people who are just trying to conquer nations, they're not gonna wait around for a VR convention. They're gonna let you they're gonna let you put the helmet on, then pop you in the noggin. Like, you think the people who wanna like conquer your nation for the sake of natural resources are gonna consent to that sort of thing? Excuse me for being harsh about it, but that's just not war. That just wouldn't happen. I feel really bad looking at this game and realizing there's so little I want to do right now in it because I'm just waiting for the expansion. Can you tell? Looking at the sword, I spent months upon months working and training to get that I've run out of the things I want to do in this game. It's not that this game doesn't have things to do. It's just that I've done it already. It's hard to advertise a game you've already played to death. Like, I say advertise. I wish Square Enix would sponsor me. Like, I am nowhere near big enough to even get any sponsors, but like, if the day someday comes that I have that kind of reach, that Square Enix acknowledges that I exist, and I actually get to like advertise something for them, and that it's just this game that I've loved for years, I think I would die. Fancy sword you got there. Yeah, it's fancy. I don't even know. Zenny, do you know what Ultimate is? Phantom, do you know what Ultimate is? I don't know if y'all know what Ultimate is. Basically, it's a raid that took me way too long to beat because the raiding community on this particular set of servers isn't very potent, I'll say. And so basically what happened is that people got very frustrated with that raid. And so a lot of people decided, getting to the later stages of the raid, that they were going to stop raiding. Even when we were working very well together. Or they already created a technology that scanned your brainwave to control robots or something. I haven't... Outside of my project, I haven't heard of anything of that regard. And besides, even with this project, it didn't really work all that well. I mean, pretty sure we abandoned that one. Pretty sure we abandoned that line and just coded it ourselves instead. And now I'm here. I'm wondering whether to try running through another dungeon, turning on another game. Tough time finding people to raid with. Yeah, it's hard to find people who are actually dedicated to things. It's like people have responsibilities or something. Like, come on, people, you can't afford to just play video games all day? What are you? At the mercy of responsibilities or needing to pay bills? Boring. Just be homeless. Just be homeless and play with me. Because that's a practical mindset. But yeah, by the time I finally got the opportunity to finish the Epic of Alexander, it was like a year later. And I was so relieved to finally be done with it. So relieved, in fact, that I beat it 7 more times. Do I still have my totems? Do I still have the Colossus totems? Michael Reeves even turned his car into brainwaves control on YouTube. That just sounds unlikely, really. Where are... Yeah, Colossus totems! I still have another 5. I spent 2 so I could get like the gunbreaker and the monk weapon, but I have another 5. This gleaming idol of unknown providence is carved in the shape of a very, very, very small Alexander. One day, I will be able to raid again, but it is a long time between now and then because I don't know anyone who raids anymore. Which is a shame, because Pandemonium's going to be releasing with Endwalker, and I really want to do it. I really want to do Pandemonium Savage. But alas, at the moment it is a bit out of my reach. Oh, I keep yawning because I'm a tired boy. I need to sleep more. But also I need money. So when my boss tells me, hey, I need you to stay a few extra hours, I stay. So just gotta find some friends to raid with, huh? Fandom, if you're actually... Can't you just solo raid? No, like... Okay, the thing about raids in this game... Alright, let me... Well, let me pull up... Let me pull up a program here. GIMP 2.10 GNU image manipulation program. Let me pull up just... Oh, that's very white. Let me show you how these raids go. Let me just first I gotta... First I gotta actually load it in. Capture specific window. GIMP. Come on, show the thing. It's not showing the thing. I'm not sure why it's not showing the thing. Properties. Alright, hold on. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. Just gotta rethink this. Hold on. Window capture. There we go. Right. So, let's say, right? Let's... Alright, so ignore the part where my torso's kind of cut off there. So, let's say for just a moment that, I need a smaller thing than this. Let's say for just a moment that this is the boss. Alright? Let's say that this is the boss you're fighting. And let's say that let's say this is me, right? Let's say this is the boss and this is me. This boss is gonna shoot out a laser. And the way that this laser works is that in addition to this one, it targets me, it targets any one person. Every time it shoots a laser, it targets one person. Keep that in mind, keep that in mind. So, this is like the first mechanic in one of the Savage fights. And normally in the Savage fights you have 8 people, and the reason that is because this is gonna shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lasers. So if that's gonna shoot 8 lasers, I'm afraid that my smiley face here isn't gonna be smiley for very long. It's gonna be sad face, because 2 of those kills me. So if I just have one person there, I'm going to die. Which is rather unfortunate because I don't like dying. But it's okay. Because instead of there being 8 people, instead of there being 1 person, there's like, wait, no, that was, hold on, that was okay. Instead of there being 8 people, there's like, instead of there being 1 person, there's like 8 people. So you get all these people around. So instead of all the 8 lasers going that way, You get one laser going one direction, and another laser going another. And everybody's happy. Because nobody dies. I mean, we all get lasers in our face, but I mean, nobody dies, and I guess that's important. Basically, Techie needs more bait. Yes, I need meat shields to keep me from falling over. So, unfortunately, I cannot dodge things. Not everything in this game can be dodged. Rather than just taking no damage, a lot of the mechanics in this game focus around mitigating damage. Which is a very strange difference to make, but sometimes you'll see like tells on the ground saying, oh, there's gonna be an AoE here, and so I say, okay, so I step out of it. Other times, the boss will just charge something that's gonna hit you no matter what. So in my case, as a tank, I've got these abilities here, 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 and here. All of those different abilities focus on reducing incoming damage in different ways. And after that, you've got the healers, and their job is to heal stuff. That's what I like about here is they never play fair and gang up on bad guys and talk about justice and fairness. Alright, to be fair, as ironic as that is to say now, the plots in this game are less about fairness and more about can you not? I realize it's a weird way to put it, but after you've played the game and like seen how the story goes, it makes sense, I swear. It's less about like, oh, how dare you be such a cruel and unfair person, and more like, hey, can you not? Oh! Nearly sounding like Mickey there reminds me of a game that I also want to play sometime. Kingdom Hearts! I forgot to add that to the list of games during the debut. Speaking of the debut, I looked back on it and I realized that I 100% dodged the question about like character lore. Like the whole thing was spent just like being awkward and just silly and casual and fun. And like, yeah, that was casual and fun, but I missed the point! What kind of plot is that? It makes more sense when you're actually playing the game, I swear. Hold on, where's I kinda wanna fight Hades now. Or alternatively, it's gonna take a while. Oh Lord, is gonna play Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I really want to play Kingdom Hearts. It's such a good game, especially 2. Spoiler alert, I've already played them, but that doesn't mean I don't want to play them again. Yeah! Dying Grass, one of my favorite boss fights in this game. Alright, some of the instances in this game are just purely dedicated to boss fights. And they're so good. They're so good. Why don't you play with friends instead of waiting for random people? Well, that's because I don't have friends.
Show your vaunted strength, and I shall expose the lie of your fragmented existence.
Oh, this makes no sense to anyone that hasn't played this game. But to the people who have played the game, it's awesome! Thus is the unfortunate duality of Final Fantasy XIV. Angels bathe in the wages of blood. Did I mention the music was awesome? That's a tank buster. Boop.
Darkness reigns.
Yeah, even if I don't play all the Kingdom Hearts games, and I doubt I would because I'd have the urge to 100% every single one of them. If I did, I'm definitely gonna play Kingdom Hearts 2 at some point.
Scurry and scatter.
Never mentioned that. What do I never mention? Is there something I should have brought up? But yeah, instead of just only having orchestras, this game's soundtrack just mixes orchestral pieces with just rock ballads for some reason. I say for some reason, but it's probably because it works. The lack of friends I said. Oh yeah, that. More specifically, I don't have friends that raid. I used to be in a group that ran through the raids from like the start to the finish of all the Eden raids, and it was such a fun experience, but they disbanded before we got to truly finish. And so I never got the opportunity to finish the last raid of Eden, which is unfortunate because apparently it was really cool. But around that time I had to put my, around then I had to put my time elsewhere anyway, like getting all this set up. So you know what? I used it to my advantage. Yawn wide the ever-hungering void. Let's go. Weak.
I am stifled by this vessel of flesh.
And now comes the weird part. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Where are you from, Suzu? I got about 10 to 7 second delay when I set the stream on real time. Not quite sure why there's that much delay. But at the moment the project is currently based in Texas. I'm sorry. At the moment the project is currently based in Texas. Sorry, I gotta say it with the local slant. Something, something, Jesus. Oh no, they don't know! The fools! All according to Keikaku. Titanamaki. Do 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 do. Well, I'm about to be captured. Oh no! Break me free, my comrades! Please? Thank you. And can you take a good care of Fainted if I meet him? I'll keep that in mind. I don't recognize the name immediately, primarily because I'm awful with names. Oh, I forgot about this mechanic. Yeah, that thing just kills everybody if we don't step into the little circles. Which is slightly unfair. But it's easy, so whatever. Oh. Oh, is this a quick time event? Oh no. Oh no. What are we gonna do? Oh no. Oh no. What am I gonna do? Quick! Press a button repeatedly! Okay, I did it. Let's go, boys! Limit break! Ah! Yay! These boss fights are so theatrical. Yeah, this game, is there a limit on how many players can raid one boss? That depends on the boss. Every different instance has its own, like, different player counts. Like, that one was 8 players. You got 4 players in those dungeons. Raid encounters are also 8 players. Then you get alliance raids that are 24 players, because why not? Though if you really want to, you can like do an unsynchronized party and do like less than the maximum. But by default, you're gonna want the maximum number of players. There are a lot of mechanics in the games that are, like the laser thing I mentioned before, there are a lot of mechanics in the games that are just designed. They're just designed with that maximum number of players in mind. And so that is another instance dead and gone. And methinks that's a good place to just stay out of the instances for now. Just gonna wind down until I decide to shut off the stream. That said, to answer the question about like the theatrical bosses, yeah, this game, if there's anything this game is inspired by, Megamind has to be one of them, because it has quite an eye for presentation. Like, if there's one thing this game has back to waiting. Now I'm gonna be shutting off the stream soon. That said, I am tempted. You guys think I should just stream again tomorrow? Come up with a different game. Maybe head back to Dark Souls and just run tomorrow. Because I'm thinking I don't want to quite wait until next week to start streaming again. So even though there's nothing like outwardly scheduled until next week, I kind of just want to go again anyway because I have fun with these things. It's fun to chatter and mess with different kinds of games. No, maybe I will load up another instance just for the sake of it. Can I get into Cinder Drift? 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. For someone who doesn't personally have much interest in crafting gathering, I end up just spending most of my time just like dipping in and out of instances in these games. That or doing the main scenario when the new patches come out. I'm down for that. Glad to hear you are, Phantom, because you know what? Whatever you stream, I will join if my connection allows me. Thank you for coming by, man. Yeah, when I turned off Dark Souls the other day, and then I got off work, the first thing that came to mind was, oh dang, I can't play that Dark Souls file, because I gotta save it for stream. And so, I have touched that Dark Souls file a bit. I've done a bit of grinding, you know, so I can upgrade my weapons and armor and don't have to do that on stream. And I did get a ring by murdering someone, but that's not important. They were kind of a douchebag anyway. But I haven't made any like progress on the file. I've just been running around fighting the same enemies. One thing I do realize I may do someday, which I do and don't look forward to, is in Dark Souls 2, there's a certain ring you can get by completing the game from start to finish without dying. And I'm thinking I might do that someday. No day soon. The popular off-camera mining. Yeah, I did a bit of mining off-camera. Opens chest. Just 37 diamonds in somebody's liver. Techie murdered someone else. Yeah, that Lautrec dude who was locked in a room, who was locked in a closet. I met him back at Firelink and he gave me a coin, and then I threw him off a ledge. It was a productive day. Come on, game. Match me with people so I can stab someone again. It's fun to stab things. As suspicious as that sounds to say aloud. That said, one thing I do want to see is if there's like, no, fair enough, screw that guy. Yeah, in my defense, if I let him stay, he would have killed someone else. I played the game before and I made that mistake last time. So I feel that I am justified in my decisions. Should do some drawing streams. Gee, thanks. I'm glad to know you have so much faith in me. Thank you. That said, with the Dark Souls thing, I'm genuinely considering whether or not I should stick with the whole dex only thing, because on one hand, while I like some dex based weapons, on the other hand, I also like to change my equipment ever, and if I never upgrade my endurance, I can never really do that. So I might just cut off that rule at some point soon. Why is it taking so long for Cinder Drift? This trial is so popular back in the day. Especially the smile face. Thank you, Zenny. You really... You realize you don't have to compliment me if I'm genuinely bad at something, right? I am in no way obligating you to do so. You know what? I've got an idea. While I wait for that... No, not item discovery. While I'm waiting on that, y'all are interested in seeing me do stuff with GIMP. And I think I just might. I do appreciate your encouragement, even if it is poorly directed. Dark Souls Claymore. As I wait for this queue here to pop, methinks I'm gonna do a bit of thumbnail creation. So I'm gonna load up GIMP again. Open recent thumb 2. Let me just delete some things real quick. I've realized just how many layers are left on this thing, just remnants from past thumbnail images that I don't use anymore. Send your character sheet on Roku's art server. I want to draw some fan art. Ooh. Ooh. That is tempting. I think I might do that, Zenny. I think I might send that in a short while. Some behind the scenes thumbnail creation with Techie. Yes, you get to see me fumble over this discount Photoshop. You also get to see how just incredibly disorganized I am. Though don't be mad if it's not as good as you would think. Truth be told, even if it's just a picture of a garbage can with my face photoshopped onto it, I'll know you put some effort into making fun of me, so I'll consider that flattery enough. I am very easily pleased. Window captured. GIMP. Let me just, let me put this under the thing. Nope, that was too far under. Huh. There we go. There we go. Let me just... this is gonna take a moment. There we go. I hope Techie's fine with getting I like how But to answer that question for future posterity, I got no problem with it, man. Like, if y'all see something you like, who am I gonna stop you? Not gonna loot him. Who do you think I am? Well, I thought you were someone with priorities. So, I need to think of a background image. What's a good background for something Dark Souls related? I'm just gonna Google Dark Souls and see what images I get. Oh, there's a good one. Gonna snip this. It looks like it's official art, so it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Image, gonna scale it up a bit. Well, that's the wrong one. Where's the button? There it is. What? Oh, that I was hitting image instead of layer. I'm a fool. But it's okay because I've discovered what the problem was. Try draw something techie, make it your thumbnail. Alright, hold on. Let me... Where is it? There it is. All right, let me show you what my interpretation of Dark Souls thumbnail would be. There we go. There's your perfect. Oh shit! I forgot I was in a queue. Hold on. All right, let's go. Oh boy. If this tank doesn't ready up, I'm gonna put this sword in his butt. Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Cinder Drift, let's go. I love this fight so much. Are you guys ready for some Gundam shenanigans? Are you guys ready for the Meat Gundam? Mark III Anti-Icon Warmach, another Ruby weapon, also known as the Meat Gundam. Let's go! Yes, the meat Gundam, my favorite kind of Gundam. Witness, Ultima. Darkness, come, rend the shield of light. Destruction, salvation, Ultima. If you can't tell, I love this song. I love this song so much. Oh, that was incorrect. Liquefaction. Oh boy! It's time for the sand thing. Yeah, if I don't stand on these raised bits, I'd be sinking in. I'd be sinking in until I start taking damage and die. DMCA free music. Because this particular version of the song is like a cover by a band, I assure you it is extremely copyrighted, which means I won't be getting ad revenue from this stream, but I wouldn't be getting ad revenue anyway because I'm not cool enough. So you know what? Nobody wins. Except for us, because we get to hear a cool song. Ultima. Darkness, come, rend the shield of light. Ow. 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 I'm gonna hit that. Oh no, I have 4 bone sacks. No. Ruby Dynamics. Do they know? Oh, I forgot it telegraphs. I was hoping it wouldn't telegraph. I was really hoping. I was really hoping it wouldn't telegraph so I could laugh at people for not knowing what to do. And yeah, that's the end of the fight. This is totally over, and nothing more happens, and we win. That's totally the end. Definitely. Uh-huh. Yep. Certainly so. And nothing more happens whatsoever. Definitely. Okay, I lied. Yeah. There's that. Corvus fortis ascendit. Yeah, y'all didn't play coils, so there is probably very little understanding of what exactly just happened. But it's okay, because I did play Coils, and this was terrifying when I first saw it. "15 seconds till Donovan fall." Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I'm sure that's not important. Remember what we were talking about with like the presentation factor of these fights? Yeah. Yeah. This one just drops a moon on you as just a normal raid-wide damage mechanic. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. With every expansion that comes and goes, you get more absurd concepts for enemies and attacks. And just the trials are where it gets silly. And I love it. Curvas fortis ascendit. Oh, and then there's the moon again. Because, you know, dropping the moon once wasn't enough. Let's drop another one. Why not? I mean, it was part of a significant plot arc that began the game and ended the first version of the game. And, like, in the lore, completely rewrote how the world worked. But, you know, let's just drop the moon 2 more times. Because why not? Oh, I love this game. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, and I love everything about it. And Endwalker's gonna release in November, and we're gonna go to the other moon. Because blowing up one wasn't enough. So yeah, that's Final Fantasy XIV. This is the game. This is the game I play sometimes. Wait, what? That's the... Yeah, this game has a lot of, like, preface in the story, which, like, a lot of the first arc is just establishing how the world is reacting to what happened just before you showed up. But, yeah, I'm gonna go actually make the thumbnail now. And that's gonna be the last thing I do before I shut the stream off. Don't mind me while I just shut the game off. Then I'm gonna turn the BGM back on, and I'm gonna fiddle around with this, and I'm gonna make a thumbnail. That's the wrong thing. That was the one I used for the Dead Space thumbnail. Yeah, that totally wasn't wasted effort. I totally didn't make this thing here and was really proud of it, you know, abstract and minimalism. I totally wasn't super proud of that, only for the game to turn out to not work. I'm totally not mad about that. Pretty much sold the game perfectly, Techie. Well, I'm glad to hear that y'all are as glad to experience it as I am. First, I'm going to scale this thing up so it actually fits in the thing. That's the wrong one. There we go. Scale. Wait, hold on. Gonna redo that. There we go. Where's the filter blur? There it is. There it is. Gonna blur it up. That's more than I intended. There we go, that's better. I'm drawing two right now. Oh, nice! We can draw together. Oh, there's already a logo there. Huh. That doesn't line up particularly well. Don't worry, I got it. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Can I make this work? Methinks I can. If I just keep running the kerning down, I can get it eventually. Nope, that was too much. Dark Souls Remastered. Oh yeah! I'm trying to remember how I did this last time. Where's the select thing? Where's the select thing? There it is. Oh, now I remember. Text to path. Then from path? Yeah! I did it. Okay. So, select, grow, 5 pixels. There we go. Now I just need to find a way to blot out the back there, which I'm still considering. Maybe with some sketchy lines of some sort. Or alternatively, ooh, I know what to do. Select, grow again. Yeah. Make that white. That's too small. Let me make it a little bit bigger. It looks like Hasbro. I just realized it looks like a Tonka truck Dark Souls. There are better colors I could use. Hold on. Let me just. Yeah. God, it looks like a pizza. Alright, I'm gonna have to come up with some new colors for this. Hold on. Boop. What are some better colors I could use? More of an orange, maybe? Maybe a bolder orange. Ooh. Crank it way up. Get a real bold and saturated orange in there. And there we go. I got a dark. Just ignore the part. Okay, ignore the part where you can kind of see the K peeking out behind there. Hold on, let me. All right, hold on. I can fix this. Hold on. New layer from visible. Bring those back up. Where's a box select? Box select, where are you? No, it's a crop tool. Where's a box select? Oh, there it is. There we go. I got it. The good old Sunny D colors. Because, you know, what's Dark Souls without just absolutely chugging some Sunny D? Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna put my face in here. I mean, I could just do that, or I could shift it aside. Oh wait, no, it's cut off. I need something appropriately desaturated for this, which means it's time to go in here and literally desaturate it. Oh no, now it's brighter! Hold on. I need it to be darker. A very dark gray blue. Or blue gray. There we go. Okay, that kind of looks like shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, I can fix this. I can fix this. New layer. Select shrink. Actually, looks pretty nice with the kind of like the outline effect. Just gonna give this a real run over with it, and it's not my best work, I will admit. Of the 3 thumbnails I've made, this is probably one of the less interesting. Well, maybe I could just leave this unblurred instead. Or... no, that looks like shit. Never mind. Never mind. Layer. Scale layer. 1280. No, that's not the right one. Corrupt contents. I'll find something to fill in this other space with. Oh wait, I forgot I had the claymore. I forgot I had the claymore. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for the claymore? Much better. Got a sword in it. Maybe. I don't know. I'll let this simmer for a while. I'll see if I really want to stick with it. It could do with some outlines, actually. Ooh. I've got mad with power ever since I discovered this, like, select grow thing. Ah, that's not enough. That's not enough. I need more contrast with the surrounding area. So I've got a better idea. Now behold! That's not the button I wanted. There we go. Behold as I uncover my artistic masterpiece that looks really blurry and weird and artifacted. That doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to. Alright. Let me see if I can clean this up a bit. Oh wait, that's the wrong... That's also the wrong button. I can do this. I can make this look decent. Do you believe in me? I believe in me. Excuse me if I'm not talking much, I'm just trying to get this done with. And there we go, it looks marginally better. Let me just fix this up. There we go. Much better. It looks slightly presentable. There we go. Stretching. And barring any additional stuff I want to put in this left or right side, I think that's going to be the thumbnail for the Dark Souls stream. Hooray! So that matter of derailments set aside, thank you all for coming by today. And let me just get back into focus here. That's not what I want. No, there we go. Thank you all for coming by today, and I'm glad that you all enjoyed me just gushing over Final Fantasy as we stood in place and waited for a queue for 20 minutes. Dark Souls stream, Roku, you Did Roku, did you come by just because you heard that somebody mentioned Dark Souls? Because you know what, I can respect that if that's the case. Thanks for the stream, and thank you for coming by. And you know what, Roku, if you want to get spoiled from our Dark Souls stuff, you can come by tomorrow, because I think I'm going to be streaming some Dark Souls tomorrow, because I like that game. I like that game. And in case there is any doubts, y'all can rest assured that after I played through the entirety of Dark Souls 1, I will be playing through Dark Souls 2 and 3, because I also like those games. I don't like Dark Souls 3 as much, but I do still like it. And truth be told, it's got some awesome boss fights thrown in there, because every Dark Souls does. Why not? Boss fights are fun. I like bosses. Except for the ones that tell me what to do, because they're mean. And they tell me that I'm bad at what I do, and that I shouldn't have been born, and changing the subject. So, thank you all for coming. I will see y'all next time, and until then, I'm gonna say the thing that I was told I should say, even though I still think it's a bit suspicious to say it in this particular wording. But goodbye, world.
Could it ever be so simple?